there is this adorable little elephant in the room, and actually it's not an elephant, it's a yellow lab. And his name is Gromit, and he's like the cutest thing in the world. And he is working today, so just remember not to just go pet Gromit, because he is doing a job. He's a service dog. And I love him to death, and I want to touch him every time I see him, but don't do that. He'll sleep his way through most of this, but just so you guys know. So our keynote speaker is Sherry Bookstaff. She is a marine biology professor at Skyline College, and I'm happy to be able to call her a colleague because I work in that division with her, and my friend. So she's here to tell you her amazing story of just triumph over adversity, which we all need at every point in our lives. And she'll be here to inspire us today. And we get to have her for lunch and everything too, so we can visit with her afterwards. So enjoy. And please, if you need food or water or coffee while this is going on, feel free to go get some, but let's try to keep the doors closed because we want as much air conditioning as possible. Okay? Thank you guys and welcome.
First I want to ask you guys, raise your hand if you've ever walked out of a bad movie. Raise your hand if you've ever walked out of Disneyland. I didn't expect people. Last year, my daughter and I decided to surprise our son who was at UC San Diego for his birthday, and we took to Disneyland. So she flew down there on her own from Sacramento, and he thought she was flying down there so he could go to Mexico, because he was really 18 and he was engaged in Mexico as 18. And for some reason he thought that I would be okay with that, so he thought they were going to Mexico. So in reality, she flew down there, got him on her bus, going north towards Disneyland instead of down towards Mexico. He did figure out, I hope pretty quickly, that they were going the wrong direction. And Gromit and I flew down there from San Francisco to LA to meet them in Disneyland. So I get down there, and it's really hard to walk because the cab driver dropped me off really far away from the entrance. So I'm pushing my wheelchair. I'm about to ask like a stranger to help me. And then Andy showed up, and they showed up and they saw me. So really, it was a happy reunion. He was very surprised. Gromit was really surprised to see Andy. Easy to surprise them. You get to Disneyland with the wheelchair, and you put Gromit in the kennel. You get into Disneyland and you can't move. It's so crowded. And literally, you cannot, like, we'd have to use the wheelchair as a weapon. You know, they're definitely not against, but it wasn't going to work. It wasn't going to help. So we're like, this is miserable. You know, we paid all this money to come down here to have this big surprise for Andy's 18th birthday, and we were just miserable. Well, we realized that we couldn't, do anything about the crowds. But one of my mantras, which I'm going to introduce in a second, is to focus on what you can change. And I said, you guys, let's have a little meeting. We don't have to stay here. There's no law that says we have to stay in Disney. So we left. We got our money back, which, in case you ever wondered, the magic word is inaccessible. He said it was inaccessible. You couldn't go get anywhere in there. And they gave us our money back, and we ended up just having a really nice day. Went to downtown Disney, had a really nice lunch. We went to a little strip mall, and we just hung out. So it was really, really fun. So it was really nice. And these are...
We are attempting to find a microphone. Sorry. We're attempting to find a microphone.
Right now we're attempting to
Now it looks like
advance the slide. This is working now. No, technical difficulty, hang on a second.
it's too warm for the computer, too.
There we go. Now this is not from this trip, obviously, because we left, but this is from another trip. So you can see why we thought Disneyland would be a fun way to go, and then we'd have a lot of fun there. Well, that mantra, focus on what you can change, is part of 4 different mantras that I want to introduce to you. And I made up a slogan called Get Charged. And each of those letters that you can see in color is charged, corresponds to one of my mantras. So you can see them all listed here, but I'm going to introduce them each as we go. Now, the first one was focused on what you can change, not on what you cannot change. You know, we couldn't change the crowds. All we could do, all we had control over was leaving. So we left. One thing I want to do during this talk this morning is have everyone get on your phones. I see something good. Have your phones.
I'm looking for a microphone.
Get your phones. Turn the ringer off because I don't really want to get phone calls. But have your phone out, and if you have a favorite social media, feel free to post during my talk. And use the hashtag #Strive to Thrive. So post either I'm on Twitter, I'm on Facebook, and I'm on Instagram. Well, Brahma's on Instagram. Post to any of these social media outlets anything that you find interesting during the talk or anything that you're inspired by during the talk. Well, I grew up in Wisconsin, and I've always loved animals. I loved animals to the point that I decided at a very young age that I wanted to make it my career. My big, passion was marine life. So marine life was what I loved most. So that's what I decided to make my career. Has anyone here ever been scuba diving? What are the first 5 rules of scuba diving? The first 4 are on the screen. So breathe, 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 breathe. Does anyone know number 5?
Breathe.
It's not breathe.
Don't have.
My first time scuba diving on my open water checkout dive, I broke all of these rules. I ended up in Aquarium, Wisconsin, where the bottom is like chocolate pudding, really. So you get down to the bottom and just waves of soot go all around you. You can't see your hand in front of your face. Well, the first thing they asked me to do is flood my mask, because that's one of the tests for a checkout dive. I flooded my mask. The feel of the cold water on my face just freaked me out. So I tore my mask off my face, spit out my regulator, and swam to the surface as fast as I could. Well, that can kill you. So that's not good to do. I mean, you're supposed to breathe, you're not supposed to panic. And I did neither. I breathed and I panicked. And I didn't breathe and I panicked. My instructor was literally holding my legs so I wouldn't get to the surface too quickly, and I was kicking him because I wanted to get to the surface quickly. So my first time scuba diving was a failure. But I knew that I had to get back out there and do it because I wanted to be a marine biologist. What kind of marine biologist doesn't know how to scuba dive? So my next mantra is don't be afraid to try something new and difficult. Trying something that's new and difficult, obviously it's going to be harder, but it's going to expose you to new things, and it's going to help you to live whatever passion you want to live. So as I said, I grew up in Wisconsin. So here I am growing up in Wisconsin. Nobody there knows what a marine biologist is. When they're in the gas station. Nobody knows what the ocean, nobody knows much about the ocean. I went to undergraduate at University of Wisconsin, major in zoology. And I knew I had to get out of Wisconsin. So I came out here to grad school, where I studied marine mammals, which was my passion. Abby's handing out some cards to you, so keep them handy with a pen if you have a pen. And I'm going to give you another activity to do. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think it fits in here. You might have one. I need another hand. Do you want me to hold it? No, it's good. Hello? Now you can do. That's okay. So I went to grad school at San Francisco State University in Stanford, Campbell's. And while I was there, I discovered another major obstacle to being a marine biologist. I got seasick. So here I am, a bad scuba diver in Wisconsin, where everybody wanted me to be a stenographer, because I didn't know what an oceanographer was. And I get seasick. So what am I going to do? I still want to study whales. Well, that's part of why I went into teaching. I actually got into teaching because I fell in love with it. Genuinely, I didn't decide to teaching. But that was part of what pushed me into teaching and not research. Because you can't work on a both, as he said. So I went to teaching, and being a teacher, now you really can incorporate what you love into everything you do. So as a professor, I did a lot of things that helped me to incorporate whales into my life. And all of these things help me to, what I'm going to have you guys all hopefully do at the end of the day, strive to thrive and not just survive. And you have cards. Everybody has a card now?
Yes.
You have a pen. On the front of your card,
There are pens in your bag.
you have pens in your bag. On the front of your card, it says, Sherry Suggests, which by the way is also my Twitter handle, you can go on Twitter with that. And it has I have listed my 4 mantras. On the back of the card, it says, my strategies for success. So what I'd like you to do during my talk is, as you go through each of these mantras, write down how you would incorporate that mantra into your life. So a little bit more about my professional life. I wanted to incorporate whales into my life, so I founded a local chapter of a whale and dolphin conservation group. I gave talks in the community. I've been associated with many of you know with Expanding Your Horizons. Right? Expanding Your Horizons. So I've been associated with that my whole career with Skyline. And in 2005, I was actually the naturalist on the Alaskan cruise. That's that one.